Let's bring in Jason Chaffetz, himself a former House Oversight Committee chair. He's a Fox News contributor and author of The Puppeteers, the people who control America. It is out today, and there's a big fat picture of it on full screen. So, Jason, welcome. Simple question, Jason. Did Joe Biden commit bribery or not?
Well, everybody wants to know.
I know.
What's important about this story is you can't look at it in isolation. You have to put it in context with 170 plus suspicious activity reports, all the stuff we've learned, voicemail, text messages, emails, photographs, all of these things related to the Hunter Biden and the Biden family business. If you put it in that context, you can say, why did you not pursue this? So much of what Raskin said and Comer, I think, actually fits hand in glove together. But what Comer's point is probably his strongest point, is that it's an unclassified document. If the investigation was closed and done as Raskin says, then why not cough it up? Mm-hmm. But if it is ongoing, then the FBI is going to say, well, we can't let that out the door. But it's an unclassified document.
So what's the right? So I get that. I mean, I went through all this rigmarole too with skiffs and classified and unclassified. So what's happening here? If it's unclassified, why can't the public see it or committee member? But the public, for heaven's sakes.
There is absolutely. I've never heard of a non-classified document having any legitimate, reason why it's not being able to be seen by a rank and file member of the duly elected House of Representatives or the United States Senate. Senator Grassley, why isn't he allowed to go in there? And why can't the average person on the Oversight Committee go see it? It makes it sound and look like they're hiding something, and they have no choice but to hold the director of the FBI in contempt. That's the only avenue that they can pursue, and that's what Comer's going to do later this week.
And the Justice Department will never, Merrick Garland will never execute that.
Yeah, this is the problem. The House,
right? I mean,
the only way to pursue a subpoena is to give it to the Department of Justice. That has to change until Congress actually changes the way it stands up for itself. It'll continue on.
They're going to take all their money away. I mean, you hate to see it, but they might take all their money away. So I have a couple of things. Look, I was listening to Mr. Comer today, and, he talks about all these little LLCs that the entire family and friends got, and that is highly suspicious. I get that. But suspicious doesn't necessarily mean illegal. Now, it could be banking fraud. It could be wire fraud. We don't know any of this stuff yet, and we still haven't been able to finger the big guy in the Oval Office. We just haven't. Now, I'm not giving you you know what my biases are, but also... look, I'm a host of this show, and I've been through stuff like this before. I just don't see yet that they've hit the big blow.
So here you have this 1023 document with a highly credible source, paid over $100,000. We don't know how much, by the American taxpayers, by the way, over a 10-year period. Somebody the FBI says is credible. First of all, I'm fascinated. Who is this person who's making this much money providing information? He says he's talked to somebody that has credible.
That's it.
That's credible. That says this happened.
Can I hang on, Mr. Chairman? I know you're the head of the committee. Raskin says, I don't feel like defending Raskin because Raskin lied through his teeth 100 times with respect to the Russian collusion and the Russian hoax stuff on Trump. Okay, so lie through his teeth. Got it. Understand. But he is saying that this informant person who made all his money, as you're saying, who is reliable and the FBI views in the past, is relating a conversation he heard with a third party. So it's a second-hand charge. Now, is that... Again, Raskin lied through his teeth on everything to do with Russia and Trump. But what do you say to that secondhand hearsay business?
The question is, what did the FBI do to it? Did they run it to the ground? If we're paying, as the American taxpayers, paying them a six-figure sum to provide this type of information, why didn't they run it to ground? I mean, and again, you have to put it in context with all these other charges and suspicious. When the Treasury Department says you have 170 plus suspicious activity reports, the banks don't do that for fun. They do it because they're mandated by the regulators and the Treasury Department to do that. So it is suspicious. When you're looking at bribery cases, when you're looking at RICO cases, when you're looking at other types of conspiracy, Yes, that's what the FBI is supposed to do. And the concern is they didn't do it. This wouldn't be the first time.
All right, got it. Absolutely. I mean, the FBI has no credibility whatsoever. All that needs to be changed, the top 10 levels. But the 1023 is probably not conclusive. The 1023, I'm going to guess that the 1023 will be used as grounds for further investigation by Comer and his committee.
Yes.
It's not going to be, yes, Biden committed bribery. No, Biden didn't commit bribery. It's not going to be conclusive.
It'll probably have a lot of details as to which countries were involved, what the policy is involved, who the people are that are conveying this. But the Department of Justice should answer as to why they are or are not pursuing this. And this is where they've given us all kinds. It's opaque, to say the least.
All right, Jason Chaffetz used to run that committee. I mean, that's very important. So Comer's going to take the ball and run with it, basically.
He's going to have to hold him in contempt. I mean, we went from I'm not going to confirm the documents there to confirming the documents there to allowing them to see it. When it's unclassified, the American people should have every right to be able to see this document.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
You took the book back. I can't afford these books, so you got to give it to me. Put it up on the full screen. Jason Chaffetz's new book, The Puppeteers. I don't know, maybe I'm a puppeteer. I got to figure that out. Anyway, terrific stuff. It's out today, right?
Out today.
All right, good. All right, let's rock and roll here.